Good morning, world. It's Ivan the Mayor here again. It's nine o'clock in the morning, 9:30 around there. I don't know what time it is right now. What time is it right now? It's about nine something, right? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Today's your lucky day. I'll be doing a 3 video marathon, or I might do 2 videos today. I might do. I made a video earlier, and I might do this video, and I'll go sleep, and I'll watch this later at nighttime, and I might call it quits for uh for today for my videos. I hope you guys are enjoying High Analysis. You guys are probably just finishing up my recent video right now. We're probably around part 4, maybe around there right now while I'm making this video around there. Hope you guys enjoy my video, and I hope you guys heed my warning. I'm not gonna take my time. I know I love, it pisses you off. It pisses me off when you expose us like this. Yes, I love doing that because you guys really piss me off. Obviously, you guys better enjoy this series. Why so kind? I'm gonna keep saying that. VJ, you better enjoy this series. Why so kind? Because I'm not saving you. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. What? I know what I'm saying. I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys better enjoy this series once I can, because once I'm king, I'm taking off the throne. I'm gonna start that Scousers coming with VJ. I'm gonna build my 300. You know what I'm saying? 300. That's why everyone hates on me, man. Because I'm gonna like Ivan has the keys. He can make it easy. I'm gonna make like 16, 17 billion dollars of my book. The reason why I believe I'm gonna make about 17 billion around there because most people are gonna buy my ebook. This ebook is cheaper. It's only $22. I did the math. If a good like 700 million people buy my ebook, yeah, I'm gonna make between like 10 billion is high unlikely. I'm probably gonna make around that 14 plus billion for my book, but I'm gonna make way more off my movies. My movies are more expensive. Before I said there's more profits to be made in books and movies. And if you don't have the keys, there's more money to be made in books and movies. But I'm gonna make way more money off my off my movies than I even do. The amount of money I'm making off my Zane's movie is more than how much I'm making off my Zane's book. My book, I'm only gonna make under like 20 billion bucks. I'm gonna make a shitload of money. I'm gonna make like 16, 17 billion bucks. I'm gonna make around there, 15 billion around there. I'm gonna make for me and VJ for my Zane's book sales. Whereas for my movie, you're looking at something crazy like 33. I did research. Yeah, I was right. Amazon is only in like pretty much Europe and like North America, and they're not in the Middle East. They're only in like 3 countries in the Middle East. But Amazon's not in the Middle East. It's not in Africa. The only country Amazon is in Africa is South Africa. That's it. Yeah, man. That's why I'm right. Yeah, you're looking at about like 700, 800, 900 million people to a billion people buy my movie. Probably about 900, 800 million people, maybe 750 million people, because most people have families. So if you have families, it cuts it down, obviously, right? So there's 300 million people in America. Hence, chances are good maybe 90 million people in America will buy my movie because most people have families. If you have families, you're not only one. You only need to buy one 4K Blu-ray player, one 4K Blu-ray movie. You see what I'm saying? And you're looking at like there's a billion people in Europe. You're looking at maybe 400 million people in Europe buying it. A billion people in China, maybe 200 million people in China buying it. Yeah, like 800 million people in the world buying it. And then 10 million Australia, 10 million in New Zealand, 10 million. Australia only has like 30 million people. 8 million Australia, 8 million in New Zealand buy it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're looking at like about 750, 780 million people in the world buying it around there. Because Amazon's not in the Middle East, man. So all you guys in the Middle East don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? All you guys are not going to be able to see my movie. And don't forget, most people in the Middle East don't speak English. Amazon's in India, so you also have India. India has like 900 million people. So you're probably looking at another 200 million people buying it, maybe around there. Yeah, you're looking at like 800, 900 people around the world buying it. So my math is you're around that 35 billion range. I'm around their range. I'm gonna make around there. It's about around that range. But my guess is the actors are guaranteed more than 700 million people around the world are going to buy it. Probably close to that billion. If a billion people buy it, those Lord of the Rings, those latest actors are going to make even more money. John Boyega will probably make maybe 7 million in royalties for 0.01%. Yeah, they're going to make more, so even 7 million in royalties. But I'm being humble. I'm assuming 700 million people buy it because don't forget a lot of people have families. So if they have families, it cuts it down. It cuts down the amount of people. You see what I'm saying? And don't forget, kids make up for the majority of the population of the world more than adults. You see what I'm saying? Hence why you're looking around probably 700 million people around the world buying it. Amazon is not really in South. Amazon is in a few countries in South America. You see what I'm saying? But in the truth came South America, yeah. You see what I'm saying? You're not the main Ivan. What's the main demographic? The main demographic will be Europe and North America. That's where all of the crazy Amazon's in all the countries in Europe, and they're in all the countries in North America. They're in Mexico, the States, they're in Alaska, they're in Canada. You say, well, Alaska's part of the States, right? They're in Alaska, they're in Canada. Obviously, they're also in Mexico, and they're in every country in Europe, and they're also in. Whereas all the people in Africa will not be able to see my Zane's movies. You know what I'm saying? Right? I could do a thing where I release it online. I could release it online, but if I do that, what? Amazon will lose a ton of customers. Since Amazon will make way less money off the movies. I'm saying Amazon will be like, Ivan, if you want us to partner with you, we need to be your sole distributors. Yes, I don't want to release my movie online. I'm not a fan of online. All the people in Africa, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to see my movie. But I'll do a thing where I don't know. I can do charity where I donate TVs and I buy a bunch of 4K Blu-ray movies and I have you can have communities for the kids to watch it, the people to watch it in the country. You can do that. You can do charity if you want. Obviously, I do not want to release my movie online because if I do, it's gonna what? Amazon will not make as much money for the movie. Because chances are, if I release my movie online, more people are gonna buy it online than on Amazon. Because they don't have to worry about distribution. If I told you, online is very unprofessional. I'm not a fan of online, man. And if I release my movie online, what? I will not have what? I need a distributor to distribute my merch. To distribute my merch. You see what I'm saying? I need a distributor to distribute my merch. Hence why I have to partner with Amazon. I don't want to release it on online, man. I'm not a fan of online streaming, man. I want it to be on 4K Blu-ray with a nice cover. I know what I'm doing, man. I'm not a fan of online streaming. Right? If I release my movie on online streaming, if I release my movie on online streaming, more people around the world will buy my movie because I don't have to worry about the distribution. People just log on my website and they pay, but it's very unprofessional. It's very, very unprofessional, you see what I'm saying? And I will not be able to sell merch. I will not be able to sell my posters and my mugs and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's a high chance Amazon might get cocky. Ivan, why don't you sell swords? Ivan, you can sell a tactical sword. You can sell. I'm like, hey guys, you're being crazy. Posters and mugs, it's just more work for you guys. No, swords and all that stuff is very expensive. They'll cost like $100, $200 for fucking fans. No, just keep it simple. Posters and mugs is more than enough for the merch for my movie, and the deal is $61.39. I'm gonna keep saying that. Ivan and VJ, I can easily, if Amazon gets cocky, my guys, I can easily be greedy and demand 70%, take 70% of the pie. And you take 30, me and VJ will make even more money. I can be greedy, but I'm nice enough to... Realistically speaking, the deal should be like 70-30, man, for me and Amazon. At the end of the day, I'm the one... It's because of me and VJ that Amazon's making that kind of money. Because Amazon has what? They're in over 100 countries around the world. They're a huge company, man. They're in over 100 countries around the world. All the countries in Europe. All the countries in North America, obviously. They're also in China. China's a huge market, too, in Japan... and Korea, South Korea, North Korea, they're in all those countries. New Zealand and Australia, they're in all those countries. South Africa, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, what? Amazon's worth a nice 39% of the royalties. I'm not going to do a deal. If if the deal ends up being 60-40, the actors for Zane's don't get squat. Keanu Reeves and all them don't get squat. But I told you, even without the royalties, I'm still easily beating out Hollywood. As Hollywood pays even bigger ace actors 12.5. So my company still beats out Hollywood. But with the royalties, I am destroying Hollywood. I am blowing Hollywood out of the water with my royalties. I told you, me and VJ are going to make like $63 billion off the movies and the merch, man. And that's why VJ, when she did that video, she's like, yeah, you see, me and I are going to be swimming with cash. He shows a picture with me and VJ had a cigar. Yeah, because I guarantee me and VJ are gonna have like a sip of wine and we're gonna smoke cigars and all that stuff in the yacht. We have a party. Hey VJ, let's smoke a cigar. And me and VJ smoke a cigar. We give a toast. Cheers, Ivan. Me and you are king and queen. Yeah, that's why VJ's so proud of me. It's because of me. She's living this life, obviously. VJ has the keys like me. Hence VJ would have made her blames like me, obviously, if she wrote a book. But VJ got duped. And it's too late for her. There's no hope for her. Hence, Because I had the keys and I wrote my own book. I was able to save my wife and get her out of Hollywood, and now she's free with me, and she what? Me and her are king and queen, ruling over the world. Yeah, billionaires. Yeah, man, billionaires. Yeah, man, we fucking loaded. As I told you, by the time I do, by the time I do, by the time I, by the time I, after I release Zanus, and I released my posters, and me and VJ collected our royalty checks for the merch and the box office Blu-ray sales from obviously me and VJ are gonna have like $80 billion in our bank, $90 billion in our bank. Yeah, that's where they get that idea in the That's where I get that in. That's where I get that idea. That's where they get that idea in the comics. You have Iron Man and you have Batman. Batman's worth like $80 billion in comics. He's loaded. He has his huge Wayne Tech company, high tech technology. Yeah, symbolism of me and VJ. Me and VJ are gonna be rich like Batman. We're gonna be worth like 80. We're gonna have like 80, $90 billion in our bank after Zanus. So I'll make, I don't know, about 20 billion off my book. I don't know, 18 billion off my book, 17 billion off my book. And then once I release the movie and the merch, I'm gonna make like another like 60 billion. I'm gonna have like me and VJ are gonna have like $80 billion in our bank. We're gonna be loaded, man. I'm not kidding around, guys. That's the kind of money me and VJ are gonna make for our movies and merch. We're gonna make tens of billions. Yeah, man, something crazy. VJ, I recommend you go get a calculator. Calculate. I'm gonna charge my movies for 160. If 700 million people around the world buy, you're looking around that range around there. You're looking at $112 billion in sales. That's 70 billion after taxes. 61% is about 42 billion. Amazon takes their 28 billion. You have the $30, I don't know, $33 cost for the 4K Blu-ray disc and case covers. And that cuts it down to maybe 35 billion around the 34 billion, $33 billion for me and VJ. In cost, obviously, yeah, me and VJ are going to be loaded. We're going to make like $60 billion off of the movies and the merch, man. We're going to be rich like Batman, yeah, man. Iron Man is worth like $100+ billion in the comics, and Batman is worth like $80 billion in the comics. He's loaded, Batman. He's rich. Hence why he's able to build his like unheard of suit. You know what I'm saying? You know how he's Wayne, he's boss, he's the CEO of Wayne Tech? Yeah, he's boss, but he's also Batman. Yeah, it's symbols of me and VJ. Me and VJ are going to own a big skyscraper company like Wayne Tech. Like a big company, unheard of company, better than even Hollywood. I'm going to pimp out my studio office, man. I'm going to put like 25 million towards my studio office building, man. Something top notch. I'm going to put another like 25 million towards my studio, my building where the special effects team work. Ivan, how much money you put towards your land? I don't know, probably about $100 million around there. I'll put towards my land. Me and VJ will make our money back tenfold, right? We can pimp out we can even put more. We can put 200 million towards the land if you want. You know what I'm saying? We'll make our money. Yeah, we'll make our money. Yeah, we'll make our money back, man. Because before I was a bit worried about, okay, maybe I'm going a bit too high over the budget. Because with Peter Jackson's salary, or Mel Gibson's salary, and Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's bonus, I'm going over $1.1 billion. And you also have the property. Well, the property for the land doesn't count. That's not part of the budget. That's just building the building. That's an investment for the future. I'm going like 1.1 billion, but I did the math. Holy shit, like that. Even $1.1 billion is pocket change. As me and VJ are gonna make our money back tenfold. But even though it's pocket change, I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not going any higher than $980 million for Zanus. $980 million is more than enough. You don't want to waste money. $980 million is more than enough for my movie. You're pretty just, but yeah, Ivan, 90 is more than enough. You don't need to put any more money, man. This is more than enough. I can put an extra 20 million if I want to. I can put $1 billion at the towards Zanus if I want to. I can put $1 billion. I can put even 430 towards special effects. That way, we get an even better movie if we want. I mean, I might maybe put maybe an extra 20 million, maybe $1 billion towards the movie. I'll put $1 billion towards the movie. I can do that if I want to. $580 towards the movie. $980 is enough though. I'm not gonna waste money, man. Even the special effects team will be like, Ivan, $400 million is more than enough. You don't need to put any money towards the movie, guys. We have more than enough money to burn. Ivan, for your movie. Don't worry, Ivan. You have more than enough money. No. I'm gonna put an extra. I have 15 million left over in the budget. I'm gonna put an extra 50. Okay, Ivan. Yeah, that way you get a better movie. You know what I'm saying? I pimp out what? I pimp out my movie fully, man. And everything is high tech, unheard of technology. Yeah, man. For Zanus, yeah, something unheard of. And that's why Jeff Bezos is gonna love me and VJ, man. He's gonna make a lot of money off my movies and merch money. And guarantee Jeff Bezos will pocket a good like 10 billion at least for every movie around there. He's gonna pocket some of the money for himself. Obviously, he might. I don't know if he makes like 4 billion. I don't know. Jeff Bezos makes like 45 billion dollars for Zanus for the movies and the merch. He guaranteed he's gonna pocket a good maybe 20 billion for himself because he's greedy. He's a greedy shark. Obviously, Jeff Bezos. He'll pocket a good like 20 billion for himself. He might give the Amazon CEOs a nice bonus, maybe a nice 1 mil bonus. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you a nice bonus, a nice 5 mil bonus, 10 mil bonus. Go on a vacation. You know what I'm saying, go celebrate. You know what I'm saying, because I made Amazon so much money, and I'm making a prediction. Something tells me the Amazon employees are gonna go on strike. They're gonna demand a raise. Hey, look, man, we know you guys made your 44 billion dollars off Ivan and VJ's movies and the merch. We want a raise. You're paying us minimum wage, 15 an hour. We want it like 17 an hour, 18 an hour. They might demand strike, and Amazon can easily afford it because now that they partner with me and VJ, they can easily afford it. But I told you, chances are the Amazon Jeff Bezos is cheap. Obviously, he's greedy. Obviously, he's a greedy shark. He makes all the Amazon employees do all the dirty work, and he pays them all shitty money. 15 an hour is not bad, but that's minimum wage, man. If you want to be able to feed your family, you need to be making at least a good like 17, 18 an hour. If you want to do pretty good for yourself. 60 an hour is not bad. 60 an hour plus is pretty good, but you need to be making at least 17, 18 an hour to feed your families, man. A high chance Amazon will give the employees a raise, but they might be cheap and maybe give them a $1 raise. Because we live in a cheap world, man. Hey guys, we'll give you, I don't know, a $16.50 raise, a $1.50 raise, because Amazon's cheap. Yeah. And the employees are like, no, man, we want 17. And they might do that. I'm making a prediction that might happen, man. I'm saying. Oh man, I wish all these employees were like Ivan. The reason why I'm so generous is because I have the keys, and I know I can make my easy billions, guys. I can make my easy tens of billions. Hence why I'm very generous to the Hollywood actors and my 17, because the amount of money they're making is chump change compared to how much money me and VJ are making. You see what I'm saying? When I mean chump change, guys, I mean it's an embarrassment of riches. You know what I'm saying? It's an embarrassment. Holy shit, Ivan! Like think about it. Jon Favreau signed a fat contract, a $120 million contract he signed for my Zanus movie, and even that's chump change compared to how much me and VJ are making, man. You see what I'm saying? Her? Yeah, fuck. Ivan and VJ are so boss. They're paying Jon Favreau like his rich like $34 million signing bonus, his rich yearly salary, his rich $2,000 bonus, and they're giving him 0.2% of profits, which is like $70 million in profits for Jon Favreau. $75 million in profits for Jon Favreau. And Dave Filoni's making is like 30, 35, 40, 28 million in profits. And you know, it's a fat deal with their yearly salary and their bonus. And even that's pocket cheese probably. Peter Jackson signed his rich $300+ million contract. And even that's pocket cheese compared to how much I and VJ are making. Yeah, man. Me and VJ are going to be boss, man. You see what I'm saying here? Me and VJ are going to be boss. That's why I'm going to be strict with Amazon. The deal is $61.39. That's the deal. Okay? You get your what? You get your 39%. I get my 61%. That's the deal for what? For me, for with Ivan and VJ and Amazon. And Amazon will agree with my deal because they know they're going to make, I don't know, $45 billion off movies and merch. Ivan, 39% of what? Of the sales of your products and your merch of your products is way more than 50% of all the other products for all the other companies. Yes, the 39% Amazon's making off my products is more than the 50% they're making off all their other products. As I'm giving them a good deal. All right, it's a deal. I'm gonna put them in the pickle. Okay, guys, this is my final offer. 61%. I might even do 62. That way, no, I'm not gonna be greedy. 61's good. I can even do 62 if I want to. That way, me and VJ can take home our full 61%, obviously, right? Our 61%, and make more money, obviously. Nah, I won't be greedy. 61.39 is good enough. To keep Amazon happy, you know what I'm saying? Because Amazon, they have bills to pay, man. They have like 100,000 plus employees, which is going to cost them like millions. tens of $100+ million in salaries, man, for the Amazon employees. Obviously. And Amazon's a big company, hence why what? Amazon will not agree to 62-38, 65-35. They won't agree to that. They're Ivan, we're not going to agree to that. We want more money, Ivan. You know, so, but here's the thing though, I put Amazon in a pickle, man. Vijay might tell me, Ivan, Ivan, you're being too nice. Why don't you? Vijay might tell me, Ivan, why don't you do a deal like 70-30 or something like that? You're being way too nice, Ivan. I'm like, VJ, 70-30, we're being a bit greedy, you know what I'm saying? We're taking like a 70% of the pie. Even if I took 70% of the pie, the highest I would go for the actors is 1%. I'm not going, my deal is I'm never ever going any higher than 1% for the royalties. As these actors are not even worth my money, you see what I'm saying? They know it too. Guys like Tom Cruise, Will Smith, them know they're not worth my royalties. Yeah, we're not worth Ivan's royalties. He's too big. He's much bigger than us. Yes, I am much bigger than Will Smith and all them. And Dwayne Johnson and Chris Hemsworth, I am much bigger than them. There's a reason why my movies are generating this kind of money. Yeah, I'm much bigger than all those actors. And that's why they know, yeah, we're not worth Ivan's royalties. But I'm generous enough to give 1% of my money to the actors. But I'm a man of my word. I already mentioned this in my Swimming the Sharks video. The deal is 61-39. I take 61, Amazon takes 39. That's the deal. And if Amazon's greedy and they want like 40-42, okay guys, if you want to be greedy, I'm going to terminate this offer. And I'm going to release it online. You're missing out on billions. And me and Vijay will make way more money releasing online anyways. Because the moment we release the movie online, everyone around the world can what? Everyone in Africa and the Middle East, all of them could watch my movies, obviously. But here's the thing, though. My movies will not be released in all languages around the world. I'm only going to release my movies in like French, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and maybe Russian, and that's it. Like I'm only going to release a movie in like 7 languages. Even the people we can't release things in all the languages. We have to. Yeah, that's why there's a good chunk of the world that will not be able to see the foreign world. I'm sorry, guys. A lot of you guys will not be able to see my movie, man. You see what I'm saying? China will be able to see my movie in Japan because I can release it in Chinese and Japanese. But like all the countries in the Middle East, the people who speak Arabic, you know what I'm saying? South Africa. Amazon's not in Africa, guys. It's only in South Africa, I heard. That's it. It's not in Africa, Amazon. Yeah. So all the third world countries, a lot of them will not be able to see my movies. It's only the first world countries that are going to be able to see my, like all of Europe, North America, and like places like China, Japan, Korea, and like New Zealand and Australia. Those countries, and South Africa and Africa, those countries are going to be able to see my movie. And Mexico too. Amazon's in Mexico, obviously. Mexico, I'm going to release it in Spanish. But people in Mexico speak English. A lot of Mexicans speak English, but a lot of people there don't speak English too. You see what I'm saying? They speak Spanish. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm going to release it in Spanish too. Spanish for the Mexicans, obviously, and the people in Spain. And whereas most people in Europe speak English. Obviously. So I don't need to release it in Swedish, Norwegian. No, all people in Europe speak English. Europe's an English continent, but they speak their Norwegian and Swedish there too. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're Irish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about the Peter Jackson. There's a high chance Peter Jackson's agent, if Peter Jackson is hired, I'm speaking hypothetically. There's a high chance I'm gonna hire Mel Gibson over him. Don't hate me, Peter Jackson. Let's say if Peter Jackson is hired, you know what I'm saying. Let's say if Peter Jackson is hired, obviously, there's a high chance his agent might get cocky. Peter Jackson might get cocky. Oh my God, Ivan offered me 0.6%. You might even push for 0.8 and even 1% like Peter. I'm not fucking stupid. You're not even worth my fucking royalties. You're not even worth 0.6% of my royalties. I'm just happy. I'm just nice enough to give you a piece of pie. I guarantee Vijay will tell me, Ivan, don't give the actors a piece of our fucking money, Ivan. They're not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, you have to start letting people take advantage. You're being too generous, Ivan. I'm like, Vijay, you know what I'm saying? You're being a bit greedy. Vijay, we're still making our 60%. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt to give the actors a piece of the money. That way they work harder for us. Vijay, I want these actors to completely destroy the role of their character. That's why I want to give them. Vijay, I'm only giving them like 0.01%. It's a small little tiny piece of the pie. Trust me, I'm not super VG. I'm not going to take advantage of them. I'll never give any B-list actor or small A-list actor 0.1. They're not worth it. People say, Ivan, you're being a bit too generous. The contract you're offering Jon Favreau is good enough. You don't need to give him 0.2%. You don't need to give Dave Filoni 0.1%. You don't need to give Peter Jackson 0.6%, Ivan. Just pay them the once a that's good enough. Now it's like, VJ, you're being a bit greedy. Let's get okay, fine, Ivan. Hey, yes, VJ. We get it. The more money we pay them, the harder these actors. VJ, I'm only gonna do this for the Zane's actors. All my other movies, all the biggest actors and rising stars don't get squat. Only the 4 small A-listers and the 3 bigger A-listers get the profits. The director, the composer, and my 7 team, and that's it. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? There's a high chance Peter Jackson agent, okay, how does 0.6% sound? Now, 0% sound, that's a good deal. Yeah, that's 0.6% of the what? Of the film profits. The film box office profits. So if me and VJ make $33 billion, Peter Jackson takes 0.6% of that, which is like a $200 million. $200 plus million for Peter Jackson. Alright, that's a good deal for Peter Jackson. I'm saying you see Peter Jackson, he has that smile on his face. You might get cocky. Ivan, what about 1%? I'm like, Peter, okay, you're now getting cocky and you're getting greedy. You know what I'm saying? I know that feeling. You smell blood in the water and you want to strike it rich. Peter, if you think I'm going to give you $400 million of my money, you're crazy. As 1% is like $400 million. You're now ripping me off as you're not worth that. You're not even worth 0.6%. I'm just nice enough to give you the money because you're a big director and I respect you. And I want you to work double harder for me than what you even did for Lord of the Rings. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I might even ask Peter, you know what I'm saying? There's a high chance Peter Jackson's agent, Ivan and VJ, what about the merch? Are you guys selling merch? What about the merch? Are you gonna give Peter a percentage of that too? I'm gonna tell the agent, look, man, you guys are getting greedy. I know you smell blood in the water, you want to strike it rich. You know what I'm saying? Look, Peter Jackson's agent's gonna strike it rich. Peter Jackson's agent's gonna make like $30 million worth of $30 million for what? For him or her, man. Peter Jackson's agent's gonna strike it rich, making a nice like $30 million for himself, for herself or himself. I don't know if it's a woman or a man, right? Yeah, it's a good enough deal. But Peter Jackson's agent will get greedy. You know, say, what about the merch, Ivan? Are you gonna give Peter Jackson a piece of that too? I'm like, why the fuck would I give Peter Jackson a piece of the merch when he's not even featured on my posters? The actors, you're giving the actors. Yeah, the actors are my stars. They're featured on the posters. Hence why they're worth what? They're the advertising on my fucking posters. Hence why they're worth a nice royalty check. Peter Jackson's not featured on the fucking posters. Yeah, but Ivan, he's your director. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna build your what? Your billion dollar Zane's empire for your movie, Ivan. You and VJ's billionaire empire for your movie. I'm like, yes. That's why I'm giving him 0.6% of the profits, which is like $200 million in royalties, and I'm giving him $2 million for the release. That's good enough. If you think I'm gonna give Peter Jackson a piece of money for the merch, he's now ripping me off. As you're now being way too generous. You're letting him take advantage of you. As I'm not gonna give Peter Jackson a piece of the profits for the merch. He's not worth it. I'm only gonna give him 0.6% of the film profits. He gets his $107 million salary and bonuses and salary, obviously, and he gets his $2 million for the release. That's a good deal for Peter Jackson. $2 million is a nice paycheck for a release, Peter. Every time I re-release the movie, and if I re-release the movie in an extended edition, he gets his $2 million check. If I release it in 8K Blu-ray, Peter Jackson gets his $2 million check. In a good 20 years, I'll probably do a good 3 releases of Zanus. So if I do 3 releases of Zanus, Peter Jackson got his $6 million worth of royalties, which is $10, $11 million in New Zealand money. That's a fat check for Peter Jackson. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. I don't know, in a good 10 years, I'll probably do a good 2 to 3 releases of Zanus. Around there. So if I do 2 to 3 releases of Zanus, the actors, all the Zanus actors, the major stars, got $500,000 in royalties. That's a nice paycheck for the actors. As the actors are set for life for Zanus. Even if they struggle getting roles, they're still set for life because they're going to collect their $50,000 royalty checks, which is nice. They have enough money to get by. But I told you, the actors' names will all have either pretty successful careers, okay careers, or really their careers gonna skyrocket like crazy. Obviously. But chances are most of them will have okay careers because at the end of the day, these guys are all the side attention. Iron and VJ are the main show. Once I start Skyscrapers, it's the end, man. It's the end. It's a monopoly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My point is, all the actors were saying is after saying is they're going to be successful in Hollywood. The biggest actors, rising stars, are all going to be pretty successful. Like, I don't know, 10 years go by, you see Yvonne Jose's net worth, he's like worth $30 million now, $40 million. You know what I'm saying? John Boyega's worth like $50 million, $40 million. You know what I'm saying? Danielle Manette's worth $20 million. They're all more successful now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I may be wrong. They might have maybe okay careers. I don't know. 10 years go by, Yvonne George is maybe worth $20 million. But my point is, he's still landing. He's landing roles. He has a pretty successful career. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make a prediction. I believe the Zane's actors are gonna be the most successful out of all the actors in my movies because Zane's is a unique story. They're gonna be either really successful or pretty successful. I'm making that prediction, and I'm probably right. Yeah, man, you gotta watch out for the fucking sharks, man. Don't let Amazon dupe you, and don't let yeah, I'm generous enough to give Jon Favreau a piece of the pie, but the moment they smell blood in the water and they get cocky and they ask for more money, I'm like, guys, man, you're not even worth my fucking royalties. If you think I'm gonna pay you more money, you're crazy. There's a high chance Jon Favreau might get cocky. Alright, what about 0.5? I'm like, John, I'm only taking 1% of my money and splitting it with you guys. I do not want to go over 1%. 0.2% is the highest I'm ever gonna go, as you're not even worth this for my fucking company, obviously. 0.2% is a nice like 66, 70 million, $75 million worth of royalties, Jon Favreau, with your excluding your bonus and your release salary. That's a good deal for you. You're making your nice, I don't know, 110, 120 million contract. 100 plus million contract you're signing, John. My 100 plus million contract you're signing, I'm giving you a good, it's a deal. Yeah, it's a good deal. As you don't make this in fucking Hollywood. You probably only make, what, 10, 12 million for Mandalorian? I'm pretty sure Jon Favreau gets bonuses. Like, I'm pretty sure Jon Favreau gets, like, nice bonuses for because he's the boss of the whole thing. Jon Favreau probably gets maybe, I don't know, 10 million a year, and he probably gets, like, millions in bonuses. Maybe 5 million worth of bonuses or something like that he gets. But it's still nothing compared to how much I'm offering him for my company, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And Dave Filoni probably only makes a couple million because he's not that big. He's only worth a couple $1 million. Dave Filoni probably only gets like maybe, I don't know, $4 million for fucking Mandalorian a year. And I'm paying him $50 million signing bonus and a fucking $2 million year, so that's good for him. I'm giving him 0.1% of the profits. The only reason why I'm giving Dave Filoni 0.1% of profits is because he's gonna be the boss of my company, obviously. So because if you're gonna have him be the co-CEO of your company, pay him a lot of money. That way he works harder for you. And because if you want Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to represent the best company in the world, the best film brand in the world, you need to pay them a lot of money. But Dave Filoni isn't even worth 0.1%. I'm just nice enough to give him that. That way he works harder for me and he's invested in my company. If you want Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni to be invested in your company, the growth of your company, give them a piece of the profits. I know what I'm doing. Show my kind of here.